Last July 2023, we decided to visit Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A visa is not required for Philippine passport holders visiting Brazil for a short-term stay of 90 days. We started our journey in Dubai International Airport. The journey from Dubai to Rio de Janeiro is 14 hours. It's the longest flight we ever experienced. It's also our first time in South America, so we were so excited. Brazil is one of our dream destinations in South America. We're excited to try the food and to immerse in their culture. So come and join us as we reminisce our 9-day stay in Rio de Janeiro. Let's go! We booked a private transfer to take us from the airport to the hotel. The transport rate from the airport to Copacabana is 120 Brazilian reals or around 22 USD. We booked the private transfer via Travel Doblo Brazil. Follow them on Instagram at Taxi Doblo Brazil Official. Please screenshot for their details. For our accommodation, we booked a hotel in Copacabana. We stayed in Ibis Copacabana, Posto 2. Now, let us discuss where can you stay in Rio de Janeiro. There are different options based on what you are looking for. We have Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon, Botafogo, Santa Teresa, and Barra de Tijuca. Each of these areas has something to offer to visitors of Rio de Janeiro. Let's start with Barra de Tijuca. If you want to relax and chill, then stay in Barra de Tijuca. It is an upscale neighborhood in Rio de Janeiro. It is known for its beaches and lifestyle and is quieter compared to Leblon or Copacabana. Here are some accommodation options in Barra de Tijuca. Next is Santa Teresa. If you want art and the bohemian vibe, then Santa Teresa is for you. It is a charming hilltop district known for its artistic and romantic vibe. You can check out the historic Santa Teresa tram during your stay. You can also see old buildings and houses and some street art. Here are some budget accommodation options in Santa Teresa. Here are some luxury accommodation options in Santa Teresa. Next is Botafogo. If you want to have a local life experience, then this is where you should stay. Botafogo is an upper middle class neighborhood with 3-line streets. It has sandy beaches with the best views of the Sugarloaf Mountain. And this is where you can find amazing local Brazilian restaurants and cafes. Here are some accommodation options in Botafogo. Next is Leblon. If you want to have a luxury experience, then this is where you should stay. Leblon is an exclusive neighborhood with upscale stores. It is known for its beach, designer stores, and sophisticated restaurants. Here are some accommodation options in Leblon. The next popular area is Ipanema. If you want somewhere trendy and lively, then this is where you should stay. Ipanema is for those who love socializing and being in a diverse crowd. It is a neighborhood full of options such as restaurants, nightclubs, and stores. Here are some accommodation options in Ipanema. Lastly, we have Copacabana. As first-timers in Rio, we decided to stay in Copacabana. It is one of the most popular and coolest neighborhoods in Rio de Janeiro. It has beautiful beach, tiled promenade, laid-back cafes, and casual bars. Here are some accommodation options in Copacabana. The hotel we picked is near supermarkets and restaurants. There is even an eatery that sells pastel just across the hotel. Police presence is also regular in the area, especially at night. We spent a total of 2,103 dirhams for our stay. We booked the day tour to Angra dos Reis and Ilha Grande with Rio Carioca Tours. We paid 315 dirhams or around $86 for 2 packs. Part of the day tour cost is the hotel pickup and drop-off, lunch, and the ferry ride. There is also a tour guide who helped us with our photos. Please screenshot the details of Rio Carioca Tours for your future tour packages. On the right is the sample itinerary from Rio Carioca Tours for our Angra dos Reis and Ilha Grande tour. It shows there the duration and all the inclusions in the package. Scan the QR code to view the entire details on their website.
Sejam todos bem-vindos à embarcação. ¿Y los españoles? ¿Dónde están los españoles? Ahora sí. Vamos. Na escada tem 2 banheiros, um para as mulheres e um para os homens, que já está disponível. Porém, pessoal, o movimento é sexy. O movimento é sexy. Bota a mão nessa cintura. Bota a mão nessa cintura. Pessoal, depois do capitão, o rapaz mais importante aqui no barco, nosso querido Ângelo.
Tatanggal shirt. Tatanggal shirt. Tulong ka na. Harap ka dito, be. Sige, lakad ka.
If you're wondering where Angra dos Reis is, it is a municipality in southwest Rio de Janeiro made up of 365 islands and a small port. For a second full day in Rio, we decided to have a chill day in Copacabana Beach. We woke up early and went out of the hotel at 7 a.m. to do a jogging and a morning stroll along the Copacabana Beach Promenade. Since it was a weekday, we decided to visit the beach instead so that we don't have to go there during the weekends when there are a lot of people. There are cases of theft and robberies in Rio de Janeiro, especially in crowded places such as the beach. So make sure that when you go there, guard your stuff or go in the morning when there are not much people. But it doesn't mean you can't enjoy Rio. Enjoy, but be safe. In the afternoon, we decided to go back to the Copacabana beach to try some street food. Here are some of our favorites. Screenshots so you have details on what to try when you are in Rio. You can find the street food along Copacabana Beach Promenade, and you can also check in some of the restaurants around the area. We have always dreamed of visiting South America for its food and culture. So when we were in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil last year, which is the largest country in the region, we were really excited to try out the food. So on our second day for dinner, we tried the picanha or the Brazilian steak, and we also had the second round of caipirinha, which is their national drink. It is said that if you drink more than 3 glasses of caipirinha, you will be speaking Portuguese fluently. For day 3, we booked a day tour with Rio Carioca Tours. The tour package includes a visit to the Sugarloaf Mountain, the Christ the Redeemer, the Celeron Staircase, and other areas in central part of Rio de Janeiro. On the right is the copy of the itinerary from Rio Carioca Tours for this tour package. Scan the QR code on the right side for you to be able to check all the details on the website. We started our tour by going to Celeron Staircase. Celeron Staircase or Escadaria Celeron is one of the popular tourist attractions in Rio de Janeiro. It became worldwide famous after Snoop Dogg and Pharrell shot the music video in the exact staircase.
%40 alcohol, very strong. Ooh la la. But Brazil, we say ching ching. 1, 2, 3. Ching ching.
Later we can speak Portuguese after the chat.
Let's learn Portuguese in Rio de Janeiro with mini guia. The teacher used the pen. My pen is cachaça. Ching ching. zona norte. The centro and the north zone. O Pão de Açúcar é de bondinho, a gente sobe de bondinho, tá? Teleférico. Mas é...
Our next stop was the Christ the Redeemer. It is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It's located at the top of the Corcovado mountain and is considered the symbol of Rio de Janeiro. It describes the warm hospitality of the Brazilian people, welcoming everyone with open arms. Actually, seeing the monument is truly a dream come true for us.
Magagamit mo dyan yung ano,
0.5?
Cuando pasa con auto acá que se toma adentro y la gente, los turistas hacen así y los traseros, la película Rápido y Furioso, Fast and Furious, diz favela. E todo mundo é bandido na favela, a maioria delas vai trabalhar.
Sorry.
After the Maracana, we then went to the Sugarloaf Mountain. It is one of the places we were excited to visit. It is famous for its cable car ride on the way to the top of the mountain. So the tour package that we got already includes the ticket, the cable car ticket going to the Sugarloaf Mountain. The cable car ride actually gives you a good view of the city, so we recommend that if you ever find yourself in Rio de Janeiro in the future, try the Sugarloaf Mountain. On the right are the rates for the cable car ride going to the Sugarloaf Mountain. Screenshot for your reference.
El amarillo, el fuerte de São João. El blanco al fondo.
From up there, you can see everything like down there, like flat. Pretty red beach in there.
Puedes filmar aquí. Ahí así. En una pequeña población allá abajo. ¿A cuál? ¿El concierto?
No, no,
Ah, en una pequeña población acá abajo.
esa playa.
For our fourth full day in Rio de Janeiro, we booked a tour with Rio Carioca Tours. It is the half-day tour going to Little Africa or Pequeña Africa. We became interested with this tour because we would want to know the history of the Black community in Brazil, specifically in Rio de Janeiro. If you do your research, you would know that Brazil is a country with a long history of slavery. But during that time, when the Portuguese discovered and took control of Brazil, they looked at the African slave trade to help them with their workforce. So Pequeña Africa, or the Little Africa, is an area in the port of Rio, and it was where slaves from Africa were shipped and kept. They were sent to fattening houses where they were kept and fed until they're ready to be sold. The area was a witness to a number of slave markets at that time. Slave trade in Brazil continued until late 1800s, and to raise the country's dark past, a garden was built in Rua do Valongo, if I read that correctly, as a way to beautify the city. We were actually happy that we took this half-day tour because we learned about Brazil's history and culture and the role of the Black community in that. Our guide was also kind enough to show us around her beautiful neighborhood in Santa Teresa. Here are some of the videos we took while in there. So for our last tour package in Rio de Janeiro, we booked the Rio Antigo and Santa Teresa tour with Rio Carioca Tours. On the right is the sample itinerary for this tour. And on the right is a QR code that you can scan if you want to view the entire tour package details. Part of the tour package is a visit to Santa Teresa. So we actually walked around Santa Teresa, which is a historic hilltop district in Rio de Janeiro. Fun fact, people living in this neighborhood can only make renovations inside their homes. They're not actually allowed to change anything from the outside to keep the old, elegant, chic vibe. And then, as mentioned earlier in this vlog, there is also a tram that is must see when you visit Santa Teresa. We then went to Confiteria Colombo, which is a famous coffee shop in Rio de Janeiro in the central area. Tried their coffee and their pastel de nata. We then continued our journey by walking around ancient Centro de Rio, and we saw the Baraka 15 de Novembro, which is a public square in the Centro section of Rio de Janeiro. We also visited the Mosterio de São Bento, and we also got to meet a lot of people along the way.